Alright, so I'm fixing to get this basil not leaning over so much. She's kind of, you can see her, she's all fallen over. I'm going to also prune up some of the branches so that I can bring them inside, stick them in some water, dehydrate them, make some herb salt. I got a lot I need to do with this basil. And right now she's smothering everything else in the garden because she's fallen over so much. And she's so big and beautiful. So I got a bunch of sticks from our yard. Got our big old bundle of twine that we got for like $1 at an estate sale. Like, come on, deals, yeah. That's gonna last us forever. So yeah, come with me while I try and fix this garden bed because she's looking a little messy. All right. So first things first. I've got my Gigi helper over here. I'm gonna cut just a few pieces of this twine. He's over there hunting bugs. Just enough that I can tie it up to probably about, say about a foot long each. Set these off to the side with my scissors. Oh, it's hot outside. All right. I'll pick one of my tall, sorry Gigi, didn't mean to scare you, tall sticks, straight as can be. This is what I'm going to use to stake up, I think, this main one here, because she's the heaviest. I need to clean up the ends a little bit, because I just had to break these off of other branches. Now, if I had a pocket knife, which Tom's always telling me I need to just always carry a pocket knife when I'm doing Homestead and stuff, but I rarely have pockets. Today's one of those rare days where I actually have pockets. I would shave that into a little bit of a point to help it go in the ground a little bit easier, but I'm just going to wing it today and hope for the best. So first I'm going to come back here. This is the main branch, or one of the main bundles. I actually have several basil plants back here. This one is one. This is a whole separate one. That is actually, oh my gosh, she's crazy. She is actually growing completely sideways. That's one that I started in the house and it didn't have enough light, so instead of going up and out like she should have, the main stalk laid over and I tried pruning her up and instead she just like started sprouting from that main branch. So that's probably the only one I'm going to leave alone, because if I try and straighten her up now, she's just going to break on me. And their stalks have gotten quite woody, so I don't want to bend them too much or it'll end up breaking and I'll end up killing my basil. And I don't want to do that because she's lovely. So this one here, because she's laid over all on her side, she's gotten so heavy, and as you can tell, she's kind of smothering this poor basil that's down here. Oh, whoops. So I'm actually going to put this branch in front of her so she can actually kind of like lean on it. Lean on me. Like that. Hey! She's kind of upright. I'm also going to tie her up to it just a couple of times, just to make sure any wind comes by she doesn't fall. So I'm going to tie her down at the bottom first, I think, where she's touching, right here. It's so hot. Come on, Ray. Come anytime. And I'm not going to tie it too tight. Just kind of loosely double knot it. And there we go. Gigi, can you stop trying to eat everything? Thank you, sir. Oh, look at that beautiful leaf, little basil leaf I knocked off. I'm sure she's going to lose a lot more before I am done. Oh, and this poor dill. You can see it. It's just sad. She's not been getting enough sunlight at all because the basil is going absolutely crazy. I've already lost one dill plant. Dill is just not working out for me this year. Okay, that one might go ahead and tie her up. Oops. Once more with feeling around this branch. So, oops, knocked off another leaf. Told you it wouldn't be the last. Alright, so we're just gonna tie this one a little bit looser though, just to kind of keep her in check. So I'm not going to tie it directly to the stick like I did the other one. Just want to kind of tie her up and give her some more support. Looking better already. Oh my goodness. Alright, so next, not quite big enough. That one's going to have to work. So the next one I'm going to do is this one here. And this one is actually going to have to go behind it because of how it's leaned over so close to the edge. So I'm actually going to just stick this one in the dirt. Look at that. She already looks so much better. You can see the chives down in there that have been smothered. And the only one that's still kind of an issue is this one that's growing sideways. So, but unfortunately, I can't lift it up because it is just growing completely sideways. It's got a lot of this vertical growth as well. So I honestly might just prune all that back to kind of clear up some space. I have plenty of basil. I'm not really worried about losing all of that. So now that's my next step, is to go through and prune some of this out because she's not getting a lot of good airflow to those leaves. So I'm going to start taking some stalks. We have pruned up the basil and she looks a whole lot better. There's a little bit more airflow and free space in there. I could probably go and do a whole bunch more, but I took off quite a bit and I'm already gonna have to figure out what to do with all that basil that I removed. So she looks a lot better. That dill, that poor sad dill, finally has some space and she looks much, much better. Now she'll give me even more because I have cut her back. So remember, always prune your basil sooner than I did, because otherwise it gets crazy and out of hand. So yeah, there she is. She's a beaut. And now all this other stuff over here can kind of breathe too. She was starting to really smother it out. Next thing to tackle is going to be to prune some of this lemon balm because she's trying to smother my thyme. That looks like a good sign. My poor parsley was very, very sheltered, could not get enough sunlight, but I think now that I've got this up off of her, she's gonna come back and I'll actually get some parsley this year. I could honestly snip this here too, and I think I might. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and snip this as well. And this poor oregano is trying to climb the sage. So I'm probably going to have to prune some of that as well and harvest some. But first step is basil. Oh, and look, we got a little bumblebee
coming to enjoy some basil. Sorry, guy, I take all the flowers. There's nothing here for you. All right, we are done for the day. Thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed this glimpse into our homesteading journey, be sure to like and follow This Land Homestead on these platforms. Thanks for watching.